Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 of Newbee versus Invictus Gaming. Newbee leading 1-0 in this best-of-3 series after a very convincing win in Game number 1. And we see a couple of familiar heroes here making a showing in Game number 2. Thank you so much for joining us on Beyond the Summit 2. We know you have choices when it comes to Dota commentary, and we thank you for joining us. Sorry, boys, but no camera shot tonight. This is another Zyori bedroom cast. Lysander was pumping upstairs earlier, and I decided, what the hell, I might as well just do another bedroom cast. And I didn't get glammed up for the camera, nor did I make my bed. So, no camera shot today. Sorry, you don't get to see old Pink. I'm also wearing a pink shirt, and I'm just not eager for the flames. Not eager. All right, let's get into this draft here. Let's see what's cooking up. Newbee, they start off with a first pick Doom. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! It worked out for him last game, and they'll do it again. Now, they did switch things up a little bit. Newbee have banned out the Naga Siren this time around to go with the Enchantress. No Chwantris this game, and Invictus Gaming will ban out the Lycan. Their Radiant side makes some sense, and they also take out that pesky Bat Rider. Bat Rider! Not going to see him this game. IG will counter it with an Ember Spirit and Mirana. Mirana was one of the first two bans last game in the stead of that Naga Siren. So it will be an Ember Mirana opening, and Newbee just go ahead and pick themselves up the Shadow Demon. A little bit of a deny pick here, as, well, he does work quite well with the Mirana. I'm sure IG would have loved to pick him up if he made it all the way through this round of bans. Sorry, Twitch chat's just making me giggle. Oh, God, I can't help it.
10 seconds remaining.
So, we will get to see some Mirana this game. Again, IG need this if they want to stay in the upper bracket. The winner of this, actually, you know, I wonder, can we just, I don't have an overlay set up for it. I was going to say I should just flash the brackets here. But, you know, I'll drop a link in chat for y'all so you know what's going on. In terms of the brackets, this is the other set of upper bracket semifinals. DK beat Vici earlier tonight, and the winner of this series will be facing off against DK in the winner finals. So, Newbee just one game away from the winner's bracket finals, and, well, that much closer to taking home some of that prize money here in the CDEC New Star Challenge. And whoa, daddy, that's a third pick Invoker for Invictus Gaming. So we've got some pretty solid hero pickups here. Now, I saw some of y'all saying Ferrari Ember Spirit could still be a possibility. Could also be the Ferrari Invoker and a Luo Ember Spirit, which I think is a little bit more likely here. Next set of bans coming out. Newbee will ban out the Shadow Shaman and the Elder Titan, and IG ban out Viper as well as Morphling. I'm trying to read into these bans, but I don't know. Rasta, just an annoying hero to deal with. Lots of crowd controls, lots of pushing power. The Elder Titan ban is a little more out of left field for me. We see a couple teams here and there run the Elder Titan, but not a hell of a lot, and honestly, not to a lot of avail. I guess Newbee just a bit afraid of the Ember Spirit Elder Titan combo. The Echo Stomp sets up for very easy Searing Chains, or, well, it's actually really vice versa. The Searing Chains set up for really easy Echo Stomps. But it's one of those, I think, overhyped synergies where, yeah, you can get a little bit of setup, but you still have to use an Elder Titan, and a lot of teams just don't use him well. He certainly has a place, and he does fit into some lineups, especially if you have some setup for those big Earth Splitters. He works particularly well against Morphling and other low plus armor, high stat gain heroes, especially those agility heroes. But I don't know. I just don't see IG picking up the Elder Titan here. Lion, once again, picked up by Newbee. San Sheng played an amazing Lion in the last game, and it looks like he'll do it again here. That Blink Dagger will undoubtedly be a reality, and we'll see those long-range instant initiations from the Hex, and it pairs nicely with the Shadow Demon. You've got some setup there with the Disruption, utility with the Soul Catcher and the Demonic Purge, and you've got Lion for the Finger of Death, and, of course, the crowd controls he brings out onto the field as well. Invictus Gaming, they don't hesitate for a moment before picking up the Nature's Prophet. Furion will be their fourth pick here. And if this is Exort Invoker, they've got a fair bit of pushing power. They've got some Treants, got themselves some Forged Spirits there. But we'll see. Luna, the fifth. What am I talking about? You know, you ever have those moments where you know what you want to say and then something else just comes out of your mouth? Luna's just the fifth pick here. Of course she's the fourth pick. I don't know where that 5 came from. Fourth pick Luna here for Newbee.
Dire team
So it's looking
battle.
more like it will be a Zhao 8 Doom this game. It was Zhao 8 on the Nature's Prophet last match. And, well, I think he's going to have his Doom here. The classic Dire off-lane
10
Doom for
seconds
Newbee.
remaining.
Will most likely be Hao playing on the Luna, San Sheng with his Lion. You've got Banana on the Shadow Demon, then you need that Mu hero with the final pickup. IG will ban out the Storm Spirit, certainly a hero that Mu does like to play, and Newbee, they'll ban out the Bane. So just another one of those heroes that makes for easy arrow setups with the Mirana. IG will need another support here, even if they want to run that Mirana as a support, which I think they do. They're going to need another one. Bane, a smart ban here from Newbee. What's left for IG? There is a Dazzle in the pool, though not a huge amount of synergy across these heroes with old Dazzle there. Vengeful Spirit could be okay, but whoa, they go for the greedy route. And IG, they take the Enigma. And, well, I got to give some credit to you guys in chat. Somebody just said Enigma 100%. There may be a stream here that is slightly ahead of ours, so I'm not going to give you all the credit, but good call. Good call, nonetheless, buddy. The Enigma, this is just, it's greedy. This is a pretty greedy draft from IG. They've got 4 heroes, really, that need a lot of farm. Nature's Prophet, Invoker, Ember Spirit, and the Enigma. All of them need to farm like crazy. And Newbee might be able to get aggressive and punish this. They will do a 5th pick Tidehunter. And oh, do I love seeing the Watermelon come out onto the field. One of my favorite heroes. Absolutely love the Tide. Love the place he's at right now in the current metagame. Anchor Smash is redonkulous. 60% damage reduction. He should have a fine time here. It will be the Zhao 8 Tidehunter, though. Once again, I'm wrong. The Mu hero will be Doom. I was all about the Zhao 8 Doom. I've seen him go offlane with that hero so many times, but Newbee throwing out the curveballs here. Zhao 8 will go offlane with the Tidehunter. Doom will be in the mid lane, and then it will be a defensive tri-lane, methinks. In the safe lane here with the Lion, Shadow Demon, and Luna. Though, if Newbee were so inclined, they could go aggro try here. And actually, I wouldn't cross that off the list of possibilities. This time, I'm going to try to use the camera zoom out here this game. I didn't use it in the last match. Still trying to get used to all these new observer tools that we've been blessed with. Thank you, Volvo. Thank you. Watermelon-sized boobs. Oh, God. So, alright guys, welcome to Game 2 of this Best of 3 series. Once again, I'm Zyori, slated to solo cast tonight. Thank you so much for joining us here on BTS2, Newbee and IG. Let's get straight into it. 5-man smoke from Newbee. They'll be moving down the bottom lane. Looks like they want to invade. We see some drawing on this mini-map. They want to put down some boards. They want to make this Enigma's life hell in a handbasket to get things started. Looks like they've got 2 observers, 2 sentries in their name, and they'll press forward. Trient scouting out the Roach Pit. Nice heads-up play from IG just in case Newbee were up to something sneaky. I like it. But, of course, the Treants will not break the smoke. Zhao 8 does get revealed. And a little baby Treant here. Scouts it out, but little do they know. Smoked up heroes hiding around the tree line. Ferrari, oh no, he could get initiated on. Breaks the smokes, and he'll be okay. Great positioning from Ferrari. Holding himself around the tree line here. Almost gets caught by Banana. Almost a backfire, but doesn't make the blunder. And Newbee's first smoke will be rendered unsuccessful. Do they get any wards down here? And it looks like they finally will. Yep, San Sheng and Banana. Invading. First observer comes down, hiding in the tree line here. It will block this camp, and I do not think it'll block this one. I think this ward will block the big one. So that is one of your hard camps blocked out. San Sheng with a couple of sentries here. Where are you going to put them? Magic Bush. So many options. Trient scouting it out, looking for some intel here to see where the wards have gone down. Newbee will grab the first rune, keeping up with last game. It is the double damage at the bottom position. Shadow Demon picks it up. Sentry comes down in this this hard camp here. And now Enigma's farm going to be a little lackluster. San Sheng may go for the pull camp ward as well. Has another sentry left. Is he going for it? Yeah, he sure is. There it is. Banana coming in with the double damage. They will try and get a little aggressive here. Now, what do we have in the way of sentries on the Radiant side? Faith does have 2. He'll start off in this medium camp. But 3 of his 5 camps warded up. And then he'll get mud golems over here. Oh, gosh. This is a disaster for Faith. He's going to rotate down here. He'll see there's no creeps. And maybe he already knows. Well played here, though. Gets the first medium camp. And basically stacks it for all intents and purposes. We'll get the double spawn, and this is a good way to get things started, even though The rest of his jungle is in a completely disastrous state. Maybe he can find this ward with the sentry. The problem is, to get to it, he's going to have to chew through a couple of those tangos, which is a little bit unfortunate. Let's introduce some rosters here, though. We spent a lot of time talking about this Enigma. Let's see what's going on in the other lanes. We've got Invictus Gaming on the Radiant side. It will be Ferrari 430 on the Ember Spirit here in the bottom lane. Chuan will be supporting on the Mirana. In the mid, it is Luo playing mid this game, and he will be on the Exort Invoker, and that means up top it will be YYF for a little bit of off-lane Nature's Prophet. Our good buddy Enigma in the jungle will be played by Faith. It looks like he is going to rotate up to the Dire jungle, not even going to waste his sentry wards. Now on the Dire side, of course, Team Newbee. Arrow flies, does connect with San Sheng. Potential for a first blood, but with only 2 heroes, they can only put out so much damage, and he'll be just fine. Survives the duration of the stun. Enigma camps out the top rune spawn, gets a bit unlucky there. Faith won't find it. Will spawn bottom, and Banana here on the Shadow Demon will pick up the second rune this game, and it is an invisibility. He'll at least keep it safe. Alright, he won't pick it up, but he'll keep it safe for Xiao 8. Now, Xiao 8 has been solo mid on the Tidehunter, something else we haven't made mention of. How on the Luna, and it is the solo safe lane Doom. So Newbee doing these lanes a bit differently than I would have guessed for sure. Tide mid is not something I'm accustomed to seeing, and I'm excited. I actually don't think I have cast a Tide mid within the last 6 months or so, something like that. Oh, this is nice and exciting. And it's not oh, it's a Squiddles. Oh god, Xiao 8's got Squiddles. There you go. GG, well played. Game was good. Solo mid Tide with Squiddles. I can't think of anything better. Uh-oh, Chuan down bottom. Gets initiated on by a Lucent Beam. Banana right there with your dispersion, but Chuan will leap to safety. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Moo in some trouble. Faith is rotated in. Scorched Earth helping to keep him alive, but it's just not enough. And the rotation from Ferrari catches him off guard. Ferrari will secure that bonus gold, and the first rotation from IG proves successful. Great choice from Ferrari to move to the top lane. This bottom 2v3 was not working out, and with Enigma rotating up top, they're able to dive the tower. And now Ferrari, he's made a pretty solid recovery for the lack of CS. He's only 8-0 compared to the 15-4 Luna, but the first blood more than makes up for it. And now he's tangoing with the top in terms of net worth. Moo will head back to the lane. Still no armor, so a pretty easy gank for them. Boots first, stout shield, just not that tanky. He does have the frost attack, actually. Interesting. Ate the small creep. Not too often you see that on a Doom. But yeah, this is where Doom just needs some early armor. A Guardian Ring, whether he's going for a mech, whether he's going for Tranquil Boots, just some sort of armor piece. That's the key to upping that effective HP in the early levels. The right clicks hurt Doom so much. So this rotation will open up a little bit of room for Chuan to farm. He is solo in the safe lane now. Not able to farm a hell of a lot. Actually still 0-3 as he can't move too close to the creep wave. Or, well, that's what happens. San Sheng on the other side of the tree line. Ready and waiting to initiate with a stun. Looks like mid lane going very well for Xiao 8 though. 26-6. The last hit leader this game against Luo, who is 16-4. And oh, up top, Moo almost gets initiated on again. 4-minute rune picked up by Newbee. They are 3 for 3 this game. Seems like the trend of rune control is continuing to go in their favor. And last game, it just had an absurd impact. It really did. Double damage runes, man. Easy peasy. No Ravage available for Xiao 8. If he was level 6, this would be an easy kill right here. But he comes in, smacks him in the face, anchor smash, and look at this. What does Luo do right here? Throws out a Cold Snap. That's enough to deter Xiao 8 for now, but uh-oh, maybe they can turn this around. YYF comes in. There's the Sprout. Ferrari rotates over as well. Xiao 8, he will take a tumble. Another great rotation from Invictus Gaming. And that makes it 2-0. Ember Spirit gets the kill as well. The rotation well worth his time. Only 15 CS, but 2 kills under his belt. The only 2 in the game. Nice heads-up plays and great reaction from IG. If only Xiao 8 was level 6. And I guess I answered my own question there. What do? You rotate some supports. Moo up in the top lane, level 5, looking for initiation. Will do a fair bit of damage to Faith. Has the Scorched Earth on. Gets caught in the Searing Chains, but Banana will grab him with a dispersion. Soul Catcher available, doesn't throw it. Ferrari, phase boots on, he'll be able to walk away. Only brown boots on the Doom, just simply can't catch him. Rotation from the line up top at San Sheng, only on brown boots himself. Won't be able to chase down the Ember Spirit. And those early kills from Ferrari proving to pay dividends here. Tide is now level 6, has Bottle, Magic Wand, and Brown Boots, so plenty of sustainability. Of course, Tide, a hero that does have some mana issues early on. One of the reasons we see players opting for the Anchor Smash. Hold that thought, though, is Yao in big trouble. Point-blank arrow from Chuan. That'll make it 3-0. IG starting off hot in game number 2. But uh-oh, YYF. They'll do a sandwich here in the mid lane. Gush to start things off. There's your Earth Spike. Xiao 8 trying to save the Ravage if he can. The Hex. Now he'll have to burn it. But YYF could still survive. Line actually falls. It's a 1-for-1. They will finish off the Nature's Prophet. Now Banana. Possibly in trouble. Ferrari pops onto that Flame Guard. Level 2, Nature's Prophet buys back. A double flaming chains here. Searing chains, if you will. Banana, he'll get finished off by YYF. Buyback worth it. And it will be a pretty even exchange in the mid lane here. Basically, 1, 2 for 2, I guess you could say. Yeah, with the buyback, pretty solid. Wow, IG coming out fierce. Now, Newbee are still in okay shape in terms of farm. About a 2,000 gold advantage, or experience advantage for the Radiant, and 750 gold. Oh man, I'm stumbling all over the place here. But Newbee are still fighting pretty decent farm. That kill on Hal was much needed. That did slow him down, but he is still the last hit leader on this Luna, which is something IG will have to deal with. Ferrari still finding a lot of momentum here, looking to initiate. Searing chains do not connect. He doesn't even throw him. Oh yeah, he does. He just whiffs. Arrow flies through, but doesn't connect. Ferrari will now grab level 6 with that Siege Creep kill, grab some Fire Remnants, and now he'll get that much more elusive. Moo hitting level 6, does have the Arcane Boots online, so still no armor, holding on to that Frost attack, but does have the ultimate. San Sheng in some trouble down bottom. Sunstrike will be off the mark. YYF in trouble as Xiao Wei comes down. They will secure that kill. Luo trying to get the counter kill onto San Sheng. Forge Spirit will have enough to finish him off. Meanwhile, down in the lane, Banana comes and joins the party. Disruption to stop Luo dead in his tracks. Xiao Wei with the gust. They'll be able to bring him down, it looks like. No points in Wex, no Ghost Walk available, and he will fall. Meanwhile, in the mid, Eclipse from Hao. Trying to chase down Ferrari, but doesn't have the damage. Ferrari makes it back to the trees. Now Faith, TP's in, Malefice online. Triple Fire Remnant forward. He'll hop to him. A lot of damage out on Moo. None coming out onto the Luna. Doom ultimate flies, and Ferrari, he will fall. Can they get the deny? It looks like it. Trying to line it up. Eidolons will make this nice and easy. Yep, there's the deny. Meanwhile, in the lane, no more kills come out. So IG starting to throw away the small advantage they had, but the deny, very nicely done. Will minimize that income for the Doombringer. Luna with an invisibility rune will just head towards the top lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Chaos breaking out here as we're starting to move out of the laning phase. Only 8.5 minutes in, but already 10 kills on the board. Whoever said Chinese Dota is all about sitting back and farming? This is one action-packed game here. YYF, TP's in behind the tower. Looking for a kill on Sansheng. Arrow connects. That's a dead lion. IG, non-stop aggression, unrelenting in their brute force in the mid lane. And they will transition this into a tower push. Treants in the front lines. They force out the glyph. No Eidolons here for Faith, but he is level 6. Black Hole is off cooldown, waiting for that Soul Ring to have the mana. Newbee, they will make a defense here. TP in from Moo. They'll start to clear out these Eidolons, and they can't find the deny. Now Moo, caught inside of the Sprout. Ferrari with a Flame Guard on, still only level 2, but doing some decent damage. Doom down for another 25 seconds. There is a Ravage, however, and Newbee could possibly take a team fight. Putting the Doom mid was such a smart choice for Newbee. Having that early Ravage is so important. IG, though, continuing their unrelenting assault, will finish off the bottom tier 1 tower as Luo and the Nature's Prophet meet up at his YYF. That'll make it 2-0 in total tower count, and that's about a 1,500 gold lead for IG, but Newbee finding the experience edge. That whole time, Hal is just farming away in the top lane. Has Power Treads, Aquila, and the Magic Wand, but now moving into Gloves of Haste, and it looks like he wants to go for a quote-unquote Recovery Midas here. Still the last hit leader, so Recovery Midas is perhaps a bit misleading, but no Midas Rush. Going for some of those early items so that he can be in fighting shape should he need to defend the towers. Can use that Eclipse to its fullest potential, but will still go for that farming tool. I think it makes a lot of sense here. Moo, working on the mech, has the buckler, well on his way to the headdress, but still a little ways off, finishing it up. First rune of the game goes the way of IG. It is a double damage in the bottle of Ferrari, so maybe that's a sign, a bad omen for Newbee. IG starting to step up their rune control. Certainly good news for the Radiant side. Invoker has taken over as the leader on the net worth board. Is farming quite well. 1, 1, and 2 does have that first staff of wizardry. I reckon it'll be a 4th staff, though. You never know. Could go for a Necro book if IG really want to go crazy with the all-out push. Probably the 4 staffs, though. Definitely the safer choice. Uh-oh. Here we go. Newbee, 3-man smoke, rotating through the river. It looks like they are headed towards the top lane, but unbeknownst to them, IG are all grouped up in the mid, and this smoke will not turn dividends. Faith working on a mech as well. The first core item on the Enigma. No big surprise there, and actually just about on point with the Doom. Both of them with a headdress and buckler, or at least the value is about the same, with about 100 gold to spare, and just pulling up that money for that recipe gold. Newbee will group up about the top lane, perhaps gearing up for a tower push. IG will be in position to defend. There is a black hole available. All of the big cooldowns on both sides ready to rock and roll. And nope, Newbee won't even go for it. They'll just shove into the tower, and everyone goes back to farming. So it looks like Newbee do want to slow things down a little bit, take the pace of this game into the more passive state, and just get those core items up. Let Luna get her Hand-o-Midas and start farming away. Get Xiao 8 working towards his Blink Dagger. Does have his Arcanes now to go with his Bracer, and about halfway to the Blink. So Xiao 8 starting to come online. The Arcane Boots core on the Tidehunter if you want to be throwing out those Ravages and Gus willy-nilly. I said Gus. The Gush. He does have 3 points in the Gush after all.
Top tower has fallen.
The announcer says it right. Dyer's top tower takes a tumble, and that'll make it 3-0 now in tower count. IG have knocked down all of the tier 1 towers on the side of Newbee, and they will start to press forward here. Forged Spirits, Eidolons, and Treants, lots of summons, and they're able to take down these towers quite easily. Newbee, rotate up. Doom is available. Does have that Pack Leader's Aura. The double damage rune that the Ember Spirit bottled up will be activated. 12-minute rune. Where did it go? Somebody... Oh, it's another double damage. Okay. So he used the first one and grabbed the next double damage. So IG grabbing the rune control, the 10-minute and the 12-minute rune. Well, look at you, Mr. Ember Spirit. Ferrari going for the hand of... What am I talking about? Again, the words just come out of my mouth. He's going for drums here. Phase boots into drums. Similar build as we saw the last game. Probably going into the Magic Wand and then straight into the Battle Fury from there. Pretty standard stuff. And actually has the drums complete, so pretty solid timing. 13 minutes, looking pretty fat. Moonlight Shadow deployed by IG. They'll get carried away. Looks like they want initiation onto Hao. Ferrari with the double damage rune on. Hao could be in some trouble here. But remember, Eclipse is online. Does have his Hand-o-Midas, so he is still finding farm. Moonlight Shadow will be revealed. Star Storm from the Chuan. And they will just back out. Oh, I love that hairdo from Chuan as well. Tail of the Moonrider, one of my favorite hair pieces in the game. Oh, it's so cute. Well, Newbee doing well if their goal was to slow down the pace of this game. Giving Xiao 8 some time to farm towards that Blink. As I mentioned, 1,600 gold up on him. Still not quite there, but one step closer. He will fight himself an Invisibility rune. Maybe that, maybe it wasn't 2 double damages. I think I'm a derp wagon. It was a double damage and an invisibility, so never mind. They just got that double damage. Xiao 8 goes in onto Faith, though. Doom coming in. Will they burn an ultimate for this? Yep, they'll pop the Doom ultimate. You're doomed! And Faith, I think he'll fall to the Wrath of Time here. Is the Doom damage enough, actually? This is a close call. Ferrari walks into it. I think the Enigma's going to survive. 100 hit points to spare. Easy. Oh, man, they should have burned the Ravage. Hops to the Fire Remnant. Oh, no, right into Hao. He has an Eclipse ready and waiting. What a heads-up play from the Luna. Saw the Fire Remnant and just camped it out. It won't come for free, though. Newbee losing some damage on their mid-tier 1 tower and their top as well as the split push comes out. Xiao 8, TP's mid, takes some decent damage. They do get the tier 1 in the bottom lane, but solid damage comes out on their tier 2s in the mid and the top lanes. Faith, uh-oh, San Sheng. The finger flies, and Faith takes an untimely death. Uh-oh, San Sheng now in some trouble as YYF TP's in, but the fishy comes out. He's on the run. YYF, only brown boots. Sunstrike, it'll be on the mark. Luo, he cleans it up. He takes out the trash, as they say. And Lion, he gets that first class ticket straight back to the well. Now the Invoker goes for his Hand-o-Midas here, right around the 15-minute mark. Not the most timely Midas. Again, did opt for the Force Staff first, but we'll be able to pick up a fair bit of farm here. Let's glance at the graphs and see what's going on. About 1,200 gold in the favor of IG, but whoa, Newbee. 2,000 experience going their way. This is actually a bit scary. 1,200 gold is not a lot, considering the tower count is 3-1 in IG's favor. They've almost knocked down some of these tier 2s, but Newbee have a lot of gold just hiding in those tier 1 towers that they will inevitably knock down. So they are finding better farm around the map. Luna did have the earliest Midas here and is farming quite efficiently. YYF has picked up a Midas on the Nature's Prophet and moving into an Orchid, the double Robe of the Magi. So he's farming quite well as well. But Luna still holding #1 on the charts. And what does she have coming on the courier? What do we got here? Almost a BKB. First 2 core pieces and just pulling up gold for that recipe. So things starting to get a little more scary for IG. Xiao 8, he's picked up the Blink Dagger, and Mu has completed his mech. So Newbee with a lot of core items online. They're in fighting form, and they will group up in the mid lane. They've got everything they need except the Eclipse. And only 25 seconds on that. In comes Zhao Wei. A huge Ravage connects on 2. Ferrari takes the Doom Ultimate to the face. He'll fall. Moonlight Shadow deployed. Luo on the run. He'll be okay for now. Black Hole coming out from Faith. Now Chuan comes in. Where's the follow-up damage, though? There just simply isn't any. Oh, no. Sunstrike comes through. Hao takes a lot of damage. He does end up taking a tumble. Faith in some trouble here as well. Moonlight Shadow will be enough to keep him alive. Ferrari buys back. He comes right back into the fight. Finishes off the Shadow Demon. Now Sansheng in big trouble. He'll try to TP home, but that ain't happening, baby. It's a 1 for 3. And Newbee, they come out the opposite of ahead. Oh, boy. IG. Beautifully executed. Buyback. Completely worth it for the Ember Spirit. Was able to get right back into the fight. TPs to this tier 1 tower and, oh, just wreaks havoc on the Dire side. It looked like a great initiation from Newbee, a beautiful Ravage. They locked down the Ember Spirit, but little did they know he had the buyback at the ready. Black Hole bought some time for the Ember Spirit to get in the battle and clean it up. Beautifully done by IG. Well, that'll throw some more momentum in their favor. Look at that experience graph all over the place here. Banana will take a long-range arrow, but Chuan just scouting things out, just a friendly poke. Oh, hey there. Well, howdy, neighbor. Luna needs that BKB, and she'll be sitting back and farming for it. Newbee's still in okay shape. I think, well, I don't know, who has the late game advantage here? I guess you got to give it to Newbee. Luna is the hardest carry of them all, but Ember Spirit, I don't know. He does pretty damn well with items. One of the best carries once he hits critical mass. So, kind of a stalemate, I guess. Not a very obvious carry advantage. With the Invoker and Nature's Prophet, both with Hands of Midas, yeah, I guess IG have a little more carry power. Doom can also transition into more of a right-click carry, but the build he's gone for here, not a lot of carry power here, going more utility-based. Mech and Blink Dagger following those arcane boots. So we'll have a pause here. Oh, looks like just a quick one. All right. So IG still doing okay. If they can continue to take team fights like that, they'll be in great shape. Newbie still only able to knock down 1 tower. Luna close to the BKB now. And IG just going to continue with the split push. Right now, they've been doing a... Not right now, but in general, they've been doing a good job just pressuring all of the lanes at once. Enigma will be able to finish off his mech and actually smokes up in the bottom lane alongside Ferrari. Looking for some initiation here. Maybe they'll try a wrap around and catch Zhao 8. No Ravage available on him. And some Forge Spirits just chipping away at the tier 2 in the mid lane. No Trim Protector, so all this damage on the towers is good stuff. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet up top. How do you deal with this Rat Dota, man? Split push in all 3 lanes at once. But IG won't find the opening, and they will just back up a little bit. So now that they've got some momentum, they just need to punish this Luna. She is kind of the saving grace for Newbee, still holding on to that #1 slot on the net worth chart. And if they can continue to pick on her, I think they'll be in good shape. But IG kind of playing this smart. Last time they waited for Newbee to be the aggressors and then found the counter initiation, as it were. And it worked out pretty well for them without the Ember Spirit buyback, though. They can't quite do what they did in the last fight. Chuan perhaps going for a Hand of Midas here. It could be interesting. And it might just be a Maelstrom coming out, but casual Gloves of Haste for now. Newbee will finally finish off that tier 1 tower in the mid lane. And that will level out the tower count a little bit as IG start to pressure this bottom tier 2. Still being very uncommittal, just pressuring all the side lanes, maintaining map control, and opening up all this space to farm in the jungle. Faith utilizing it quite well, and so is Ferrari, working towards his Battle Fury, but only a broadsword. Ferrari's farm not nearly as impressive as the Ember Spirit we saw last game. I guess that was the who was on the Ember Spirit last game? Was it? I guess it was Moo. The Moo Ember Spirit last game just no. It was Hao. What am I talking about? The Hao Ember Spirit from last game. At this point last game, he had Phase Boots, Drum, Bottle, Wand, and a complete Battle Fury. So Ferrari's still a good bit behind the Ember Spirit we saw last game. Having a pretty big impact with 5-3-3, not completely dominating the game as we saw. Moonlight Shadow deployed. They do have their sights set on Hao. Nature's Prophet nearby is farming away. They ping it out. But I don't think IG will get here in time. There's a lot of Dire Sentry wards down. One in the mid lane, one in the high ground here, and all over the jungle. So Newbee ready and waiting for a sneaky Moonlight Shadow such as that, and just completely prepared. Nice heads-up play. Lane ward comes down from Chuan. very aggressive warding from the Radiant side as well. See a nice high ground ward here in the mid lane. Lane ward here in the mid lane as well as a lane ward in the bottom. So IG, great warding for just split pushing all the lanes. Both sides playing this just about right. Mid tier 2 tower will fall. It will get denied by the Doombringer. And everyone will just go back to farming. Moo does have a Blink Dagger now to follow the mech and the Arcane Boots. How's Xiao 8 looking? 1,600 gold, so hasn't picked up anything following the Blink Dagger, and Hao did finally complete that BKB with another 2,200 to spare. There's a smoke now picked up on the Enigma, and he is working on a BKB of his own. So, of course, Faith looking for those big black holes. And everyone just farming away. So IG do have a Midas advantage, so I guess over time they will slowly but surely start to pull ahead, but with the Devour, Doom kind of has a built-in Midas, so this static farm fest is really a bit of a break even. IG grabbed all that golden experience momentum from that big team fight in the mid lane, but a few moments ago, Invoker will now invest into the Necronomicon, so he will commit to more of a pushing build. Chuan in the tree line up top, looking to line up some arrows. Rotation coming in, Luo smoked up with the Enigma. And they will rotate into the Dire Jungle once more. Maybe they can cut off Hao and Sansheng. 3 heroes of Newbee in the bottom lane, and they see it. Look at that Radiant Ward. They know exactly where they are. Black Hole on 2. Hao and Sansheng caught completely off guard. Arrow flies through the meatball as well. And Hao on the run. Not going to be enough. Yeah, getting a little bit of server lag there, but Luna and Lion just completely obliterated. Beautiful play from IG. Smoking to the jungle. And this ward, it does get countered by the Dire, but oh, that Radiant Ward comes in handy right there. They had complete vision on Newbee. Knew exactly what was going on, knew how separated they were, and just beautiful setup. Great black hole from Faith to initiate it. And now IG will reward themselves with a tier 2 tower in the top lane. Glyph comes out from Newbee straight away. Luna still 30 seconds in the well, and Lion has respawned, but I don't think Newbee will be able to fend this one off.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And it will be a Maelstrom out on the Mirana. So not the Midas that I thought it could be for Chuan. Instead, he will just go for a little bit of pushing power, clear those creeps. Moonlight Shadow is deployed, looking for the opening here. Maybe they'll find it onto Xiao 8. Long range arrow from Chuan. Nope, not even going to throw it. Just a casual Moonlight Shadow. YYF in the bottom lane, keeping up that Rat Dota spirit. But he gets initiated on. Doom throws the ultimate, and they'll try and chase him down. Level Death just tickles him. YYF trying to make the great escape. Doom without phase boots is just not so speedy. Hao is on his way. The Luna a little bit faster. Has a Yasha now, but YYF. Doom about to expire. Lucent Beam if they can get the vision. Oh no, they've got no way to cut down the tree. Wow, YYF will make it out. And no Quelling Blade on either of these heroes. No tangos. Luna just looking for that Lucent Beam, but Nature's Prophet just in the nick of time gets that sprout off. Well played by YYF. This little fog spot here. Luna was just about to cast the Lucent Beam right when he got into the fog. Beautifully executed. And that's a Doom ulti wasted, so bad news bears for Newbee. Flame Strike. Flame Strike. What am I talking about? Since I've been playing too much Hearthstone. Sunstrike comes out onto Roche, just scouting it out to make sure Newbee don't rotate in. Another nice heads-up play here from Luo. But IG looking good in game number 2. I'd say a fair chance that we'll move into a game 3 if things keep up. Not an insurmountable lead, but 7,500 gold, just about 7,500 experience. Now a level 3 Necro Book for Invoker. Newbee hanging in there, but only one outer tower remaining. It is 5-2 in total tower count. And they need a big team fight here at some point. Static Farm Fest is okay for now. They'll take what they can get. They just need this Luna to get a little bit bigger. Still waiting for this Hand of Midas to pay huge dividends. BKB's been completed a while ago, just working on the Manta. But they need this Luna a little bit bigger. Seems like they wouldn't mind waiting for Xiao 8's Refresher. Perseverance already picked up, and another 1,700 gold. So not too far off the mark, actually. With that, Newbee will do a 4-man smoke in the mid lane. They've got Hao baiting it out in the mid. Where are they going here? Maybe they'll try for YYF. Uh-oh. Enigma nearby as well. Xiao 8 pops forward. This time, they're not going to let him TP out. Ravage expired just for YYF. Moonlight Shadow, please tell me you've got some detection. Yeah, they sure do. That's a dust. And I don't even think they needed it. Still, they bring down the Nature's Prophet. A solo Ravage, but they stop the Rat for now. Hao in the top lane, in some trouble. Arrow connects from short range. Sunstrike on the mark. More than enough damage to bring down the Luna. And she will fall. So Luna for Nature's Prophet across the map. I'll give that trade to IG. Newbee do get the tower deny in the bottom lane, but still a 1-for-1 across the map. That'll slow down Luna's farm that much more. And Manta will be that much further away. Refresher Orb recipe picked up, so now just an Oblivion Staff away for Xiao Wei before we have the double Ravage. Invoker picking up a lot of momentum here, finally taking over Luna, is #1 on the net worth chart. He did secure that kill, and of course, killing the Luna does knock her down a rung or two on the ladder. Other items here. How's Ferrari looking? Still looking for this Battle Fury. Looks like he may have it coming out on the Courier. Yep, there's his Claymore. So we'll have about a 26-minute Battle Fury. Yeah, not too shabby. Not the best timing we've seen, but not too bad either. And now his farm will really start to accelerate, but still pretty far behind. Luna holding a good 50% net worth lead over him. So a much-needed farming tool, and of course, ups his damage output quite a bit. Now, IG move into the Roche pit. They have plenty of summons to make this easy. Ferrari pops forward, does connect with some Searing Chains on Banana. Whoa, Wrath of Nature comes in, Sunstrike. Banana will juke it, but still a lot of damage. Meanwhile, in the pit, Moo showing off that new BKB, throws the Doom ultimate out. And, oh, it's on a creep. Oh, no, Moo with the big misplays. What a disaster. And now Roche, I think it'll fall. They know the Doom ulti's down, no Ravage available, they know it. A great read from IG. And they won't even go for the Aegis snipe. Ember Spirit picks it up, and it is killed by the Radiant. Just disastrous for Newbee. Oh, boy. Oh, you just can't be doing that. I don't know if the Doom ultimate would have been enough to secure that Roche, but at least if we put it out on the Enigma, you know no black hole is coming. And then at least you can try and take that team fight. But as soon as you do a creep, you know, we got to get the hell out of here, guys. How? In some trouble. Searing Chains connect. BKB deployed. Oh, there's your black hole. Moon now coming in. Moonlight Shadow online as well. Dust used by Sunshang off to the side. Banana taking heavy damage. The cleaves from Ferrari, too big. The neutrals here are going to absorb a couple of these Eclipse bounces. Enigma will be the first to go down on the Radiant side. No detection for Ferrari. He hops forward. Double Searing Chains, but he'll get turned into a fishy. He'll fall. There's your Aegis burn. YYF now right-clicking him down. The Ravage comes out. Enough to get the kill on YYF, but now Ferrari, he's back up. He'll finish off the support. Now he's going on to Sanshang. He's in some trouble as well. Sanshang will fall. Xiao Wei, the only one left alive. Triple kill. And it's about to be a full team wipe here. Searing Chains connects. Sunstrike will be off the mark, but the arrow flies through. Connects on Xiao Wei. It's a full 5-man wipe as Newbee take a tumble. It ends up being a 3-for-5, but there was an Aegis. So it's a 3-for-0 left on the field. And now IG will start chipping away at the base. Huge team fight for IG. Not the best black hole we've seen, but they make it work. And of course, the Aegis really coming in handy there. Without the Aegis, that would have been a completely different team fight. But Ember Spirit with 2 lives, he comes back and just cleans house. Now, Newbee will still be able to hold here. Doom pops forward, devours the Necronomicon unit there that had Alacrity. Nicely done from Moo. And that will completely quell the push. They did have to burn the glyph, but Tier 3 towers stand with plenty of hit points to spare. Newbee knocked down, but they're not out of it quite yet. Glancing at the graphs, upwards of 12,000 gold in the favor of IG, 12,000 experience. They are in it to win it. Newbee in some trouble, but they still have a chance. Moo just has to start landing those dooms. That's a step in the right direction. Sanshang working on that Blink Dagger, but still not enough. Oh my god, look at the damage. This Ember Spirit, he just does too much. Sunstrike, it'll finish him off. Getting some of that server lag, but now Luo dominating. Great setup from IG. And this is when Ember Spirit is just such an ass to deal with. Has himself a Crystallis and a Battle Fury. And there's a little RNG factor there, but oh god, the supports. Like butter to a warm knife. Completely cut down. Tidehunter still working towards the refresher. Doesn't have the Oblivion Staff quite yet. Speaking of Oblivion Staffs, there's your Orchid. Out onto Xiao Wei. It looks like it's YYF that has it. Yeah, he sure does. Moo taking a lot of damage from the Ember Spirit. Some cleaves coming out. There's your Deafening Blast. And Newbee just getting out-poked here. Sunstrike will be off the mark, but Moo almost falls to the Sleight of Fist harass. This is just absurd. Ferrari can do so much damage here. So much return for so little risk with the Sleight of Fist at this point. And he has a regeneration rune, so he can be very liberal with the amount of damage he takes. No glyph available. Necronomicon units used. Alacrity once again on the warrior. And this tower just getting shot down. Banana taking heavy damage here. Moonlight Shadow. There is no black hole available, but look at the damage out on Moo. Oh my gosh. Ravage is available now. Moonlight Shadow about to expire, but Rax are taking heavy damage. Newbee need to do something. Xiao 8 can't use the blink for another 2 seconds. No glyph. Melee racks fall. Luna around the backside. Pops the BKB. Throws out the Eclipse. Doesn't secure a kill with it. Does clean up the creep wave. Now YYF pops his BKB. On the run. Xiao 8 caught inside the Sprout. Taking a lot of right-click damage. Kraken Shell may keep him alive. No, he'll take a tumble. Now YYF. Victim of the Doom ultimate. He's in some trouble. How going blow for blow with Ferrari. Gets caught in the Searing Chains. No BKB available. He will fall, looks like. No, on the run. YYF gets finished off, but he buys back. He TP's back in. Luna's down. Now Moo in trouble. Enigma takes the finger. He'll buy back as well. Still enough to finish off the Lion and the Doom. And looks like we could be moments from a GG. Shadow Demon, the only one left alive. There it is. We're going to a game 3, boys. IG looking strong in game 2. They get the pushing lineup they were looking for, and it proves successful. The Ember Spirit, the name of the game in this series, ladies and gentlemen. He is 2 for 2 so far, and in both matches, a dominating presence in the position 1. I think we might see an Ember Spirit ban this game. By this game, I mean game 3. Newbee were almost there. They were so close to some core items. Luna still on that casual Yasha, only a BKB, couldn't get the Battle Fury up. Doom took him a little while to really come online, and Tidehunter so close to that double Ravage, but IG, they were just unrelenting. They didn't give Newbee the time they needed to breathe and make a recovery, and it was just a bit too much. The push was too much for him to handle, and not enough creep clear from Newbee to deal with all the summons between the Nature's Prophet, the Enigma, and the Invoker. A great game 2, and, well, with any best of 3 series, we hope for a game 3, and we've got it here. Again, the winner of this next match will be moving on to the upper bracket finals against DK, and the loser will be knocked down to the lower bracket. The conclusion of this best of 3 series coming up after this short break. I am Zyori solo casting for this best of 3. Thank you for joining us here on BTS2. We'll be back after a short break. And of course, I did mean to say Butterfly on Luna, not Battle Fury. That's my bad. Butterfly is the word I was looking for there.